I was wondering, what types of claims are each of your companies already automating, or are you expecting to automate in the near future? And what made you decide to focus on that particular area first? And then what's the response been, both from your policyholders and your staff, as you've gone to this process of automating? Tori, I'll start with you because you have a very diverse membership base for USAA. So what types of claims have you already automated, or will you be automating?
Thank you. We do have a very diverse makeup, and I think one of the things that I'm most proud of is our aspirational target that USAA has to have 75% of our claims population have the ability to run end-to-end touchless by the time we turn 100 next year. In order to get 75% of your claims population to run end-to-end touchless, the first thing you really need to know is the makeup of your claims population. What are the loss profiles? What are the ins and outs across the entire claims taxonomy that is in your book of business? And then it requires focus on simple and moderate complex claims across auto and property personal lines of business. Streamlining these processes that make up the majority of our claims gives us the opportunity to increase efficiencies in the contact center, and then enabling our employees to focus on the most complex of claims and being able to provide concierge level services to our members. And so getting that 75% automation of our claims population is the ticket to what we think will set us up for success, not just at our 100th birthday, for 100 more years. Because the fact of the matter is, complex claims are only going to become more complex as we enter all of the changes that are facing us in this industry. And having the opportunity and capacity for our employees to handle the most complex is really where, we let our employees shine. They're the gold standard. They set the gold standard of service, and that's what makes our member experiences so impactful at USAA is our workforce.
Yeah. I completely agree with the focus on complex claims. It's something I've been watching for the last couple of years, and I would agree that is definitely going to be what happens in the future. Darren, what types of claims, and it'll be, you can tell them a little bit about Hippo and the types of claims that you handle, but what have you automated, or do you expect to automate in the near future?
Yeah, so, at Hippo, we kind of look at automation in a couple different buckets. There's obviously cost savings and productivity increases and that kind of thing. But our analysis shows that adjusters, typical adjusters probably spend about 60% of their time on clerical functions. And so if I give my adjusters a tool that has kind of a rocky path to it, or it's really challenging, then I can't really expect that superior level of customer service that is so important to us at Hippo. So, really focusing on reducing the amount of clerical functions that adjusters do kind of goes to Tori's point that it gives our adjusters the ability, the time, the margin in order to spend that extra time with the customers, to provide that human touch for those customers that want that. And then obviously with complex claims, it gives the adjusters a much more runway to investigate claims, make sure that proper payments are being done. So that's kind of how we're looking at automation, and we've plugged in a number of different things. I think the adjusters are probably in the 40 to 50% range versus the 60 to 70%. So we're on this journey, and we're making good progress with it so far.
Okay, that's great. Jackie, what can you tell us in terms of what you've been automating within Erie Insurance?
Yeah, thank you. So in May of last year, we began using a predictive program in our DRP management area. So the program is driven by Erie-specific business rules around things like labor hours, parts usage, and repair options to help us identify those estimates that match up really cleanly against our own business rules. This is really all virtual stuff here. Hold on one second, please. Scout, come here. Bad. Sorry about that. Jeez Louise, this is real world stuff. I told you he's going to act up today. I'm sorry about that. So the initiative was a focus. You know what? Let me go take care of him. I'm sorry. Can you skip?
That's okay. That's fine. I'll go ahead and I'll move on to Tim. If you want to share, is there anything that you'd want to share, Tim?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it helps provide some benchmarks for the industry, right? So USA is, let's call it, quickly on that journey to 75%. We see CSA over in Walnut Creek. They say about 60% of their auto claims are already automated. So at least that provides kind of a benchmark for other folks to measure kind of where they are in that journey. We've seen a lot of, obviously automation in personal lines property as well. But I think what you're starting to see is carriers are looking at each of their lines of business and each of their lines of claims and starting to identify there are slivers of high frequency, low complexity in every line of claim. And so those are obviously the easiest to automate. And so if we can push through those, then we can kind of go to the next level, which are what are the medium ones, and then which are the ultimately hard ones. And obviously, I think, to your other question, policyholders love the faster resolution and the single points of contact. And so that just creates a better customer experience. And then I think to Darren's, point, staff enjoyed it as well. I mean, there's no adjuster that I know that enjoys, taking a file folder and going from desk to desk to desk to get signatures. They love solving problems. They love talking to homeowners and policyholders. And so I think giving them the opportunity to have time back in their day to do that is just wonderful.